radio for a really great future. We're talking real money.
Okay, I agree. A hard and fast rule, or hard and fast rules plural, are probably easier for our little brains to deal with. But I am not a big fan of absolutism. And in money, there seems to be a lot of that in the money business. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Are there hard and fast rules, or is there some wiggle room? Hi, everybody. Welcome to Talking Real Money. I'm Don McDonald, along with Tom Cock over there somewhere. There. I don't see him.
Yes.
There.
I'm here.
There.
Yeah.
I think he's
waving
there.
my hand. Yep.
Waving his hand. And you're over there. I think you're there. Yes. And you can get from where you are to our ears really simply. Just call on your little phonic device, 855-935-TALK, 855-935-8255. Now, let me start by saying I am a big fan of I'm not going to say, if I say that, then you'll think I'm talking about the book. I am a big fan of just the color gray. Various shades of it. I am not a big black and white person. I'm not a big fan of absolutism. Now, Dave Ramsey, our little money buddy on the radio, he's a very black and white kind of guy. You know, don't do this, do this. That's it. There's no in between. You don't or you do. One or the other. Yes or no. And when it comes to money, there are lots of little rules that you're supposed to follow to be a wise manager of your money. And 9 of these were printed up recently in a magazine called Real Simple. Real Simple is a magazine I love because when I invented the share board many years ago, they featured it in their magazin.
Wow.
Boy,
there's a reason to like them.
Boy, did I sell a lot of share boards when they did that. Anyway, so they have some rules. Like this rule. This is you hear this rule from a lot of people. Don't go out and buy coffee at Starbucks or wherever. Make it at home because, every little bit helps. But is that necessarily what you should do? I know this is Tom's rule, but
it's not my rule.
He's a black and white kind of guy.
I'm more black and white than you are.
Oh,
I think we can safely say that. More rules, as our friend Paul Merriman once said about me. The thing about this, so you can say this to me, but it doesn't work in my house. My wife spends, she admitted it today, $8 per at Starbucks. I have no idea what that
kind of coffee does Starbucks have that is $8? I go to Starbucks once in a while. It's like $6.
Yeah, and to her credit, by the way, that may be due to the part of the country we're in.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
To her credit, she doesn't do it every day. That's fine. But the notion here is, should you really pay attention to the small expenses? David Bach wrote a book about this 20 years ago, I think, about skipping the latte and retiring properly. And the point in this article is it's the bigger expenses that really matter, right? Housing, healthcare, education, those things. I don't think either of that is correct. Here's what I think is correct. Here's when I see people succeeding.
Yeah.
Their first thing is to pay themselves. They have a disciplined approach. In our house, the money comes out every 2 weeks into my 401. It's gone. I think if people stuck with that as a rule, and by the way, whoever invented rule of thumb should have their thumbs broken. But if they did that, they'd be a lot better off because then you have a pool of money left of which you can spend rather than spending it down and then saying, I tried, I got to save something. That's the mistake I see.
Well, and another one of these rules is the note that credit is bad. That's a Dave Ramsey rule.
Yeah.
All credit is bad. Credit cards are bad. Mortgages are bad. Any kind of debt is bad. But the point this article makes is that if you're responsible, credit cards can be a great tool and can actually make you money.
Well, both. And beyond that, by the way, they give you added protection. If you buy something and then it doesn't work out, you can go back to the credit card company. When you do that with your debit card, no such thing. It's your money that's gone. With the credit card, it's their money. So you're right. The problem is they're too often viewed as a free lunch, right? Oh, the card still works, so I can still buy stuff. And in some cases, I do agree with Dave. There's too many people buying stuff, not things they really have to have. But no, credit cards are not an evil thing. But you've got to learn to have discipline. You got to learn to pay them off, and you got to learn to, pay attention rather than just sort of running things up.
Although the golden age of credit card perks may be going away soon.
I've been reading the stuff on that, yeah.
With the new settlement between the credit card issuers and merchants that allows merchants to not take high reward credit cards, like my Delta Reserve card or
like my Chase card, yeah.
Which
big.
I do really well. I mean, I've got sitting on my Marriott Bonvoy card right now. I have a week at a Ritz-Carlton.
Wow!
Just from putting money on there in the regular course of day-to-day spending.
Can you loan that to me, because you never leave your little studio there, whereas I'm in Europe or Hawaii or wherever it is, so I'd be happy to take you up on that.
There will come a day when I'll take a vacation, and then maybe it'll be 2 weeks at a Ritz-Carlton by then.
Whoa, okay.
But the trick is you got to pay them off.
Yeah.
You got to pay them off.
Because if you don't, then you're paying interest. What is 25 today? I mean, it's crazy, and
it can go into
don't
the
pay enough
30s.
attention. Wow.
Into
that is so. In that regard, yes. In the other regard of the uses they can provide, no. So it's right. It's not black and white. It is gray in that case.
My philosophy is that the truth always lies between the two extremes. Neither extreme is right when it comes to money or anything else. It's always somewhere in the middle, in that gray area. I love gray. We'll talk about some of the others throughout the show.
Tom and Don are talking real money.
Hi, Don McDonald here. So, what's your plan for retirement? No, really. What's the actual plan? Because hoping the market goes up, stockpiling random investments, and praying your gut instincts are smarter than Wall Street is not a plan. It's a guess. And when the market gets bumpy, and it always does, guessing leads to second guessing. And second guessing leads to panicking. That's why you need more than a portfolio. You need a purpose, a strategy, a real financial plan built just for you by a 100% fiduciary advisor who's legally obligated to act in your best interest. Imagine that. Start your plan today with a free, no-pressure meeting at TalkingRealMoney.com or call 800-386-3004. That's TalkingRealMoney.com, because your future deserves more than crossed fingers and wishful thinking. By the way, no sales pitch, no obligation, just smart help for real people who want to stop guessing and start planning. Appella is an SEC-registered investment advisor. See AppellaWealth.com or the firm's Form ADV for more details.
Your guides to a really great financial future. Tom and Don are talking real money.
Hey, welcome back. I'm Don. That's Tom. 855-935-8255 is our phone number, 855-935-TALK. Throughout this hour, we're talking about 9 money rules that Real Simple Magazine says these are okay to break. You don't have to follow them. They're not yes or no, black or white, in or out, over or under, up or down. They're all over. All over. And this one is right up our alley, because one of the biggest topics we discuss on Talking Real Money is retirement and traditional wisdom. And this is most people, they think, okay, retirement age is 6'5". Thank goodness it's not 6'7". That's all I can say. Thank goodness it's 6'5".
We'd have had more fun with that, though, for sure.
You have to do the hand thing. I found out from my daughter. You got to do the 6, 7. I don't know how to do it. I'm too old.
Retire at 65? Wait a minute.
Retire at 65. That's the rule, isn't it?
Yeah, I saw my dad do this at 65 because the Air Force said, that's it, no more, you can't climb in any more planes. I guess you're too old to do that. I've had clients that have done it who really didn't enjoy it. And then on the other hand, you read, this is an amazing number. The number of people that work past age 65 has doubled in the last 35 years. Now, for those of you who don't know this, both Don and myself are past 65, past our prime, apparently. Yeah. Well past. We're still doing this. We like it. I like the day-to-day job I've got. It's fun. It's entertaining for the most part.
Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. It's not always great.
Politics at work.
Yeah. This is a very silly rule because there's so many things that if you're lugging boxes across somewhere, doing something physical, sure, 65 probably too long, right? I mean, because you may have to quit at 50. I don't know.
Digging ditches in Seattle in the winter.
Exactly. Ugh. I mean, anything like that. But on the other hand, if you're comfortable in an office that provides heat, which ours hopefully will this winter, you're okay and you like the work and you don't see any reason to just, call it quits, I say keep on going.
Yeah, and one of the things they talk about here is the fact that you may have to keep on going because we're not great at, and this is why one of the reasons why our show exists. We're not great at saving and investing for retirement. That we are not wired to think about a future we can't picture. And the article goes on to say, actually, a psychologist said, if you're struggling to imagine retirement, either write about what retirement's going to look like or use an app like Aging Booth, which shows you what your face might look like when you're at retirement age.
Wait a minute.
In my house, we call that the mirror. The mirror.
Yeah, look at that. Didn't think
there's the mirror.
Yeah.
Although the other day it was great. It was great. It was time for the new television here at the McDonald household.
Oh, that's right.
Which was great
How's that
for me.
working out?
I love my new TV. It's a Sony Bravia, which is OLED, and it's so beautiful.
And now you can watch the Broncos lose on a big screen, so you got that going for you.
The Kansas City game scares me. And my wife hates it because the old shows look more grainy.
Oh,
because
yeah,
the quality's so good.
Sure.
But anyway, the guys are delivering it, and I said, take it, come on, bring it all the way into the den, because I'm too old to drag it in here.
No kidding.
And one of the guys goes, old? If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
You told him?
And I said, I'm 69. He goes, no.
Still alive?
And I went, God, what a nice kid.
Yeah, that is nice.
Good guy.
I wish I got that because, my other profession, they never say that. They say, get off the field, old man. Sooner the better.
Because well,
yeah, so
it's what you
fine.
do.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
But anyway, so retire when you have the money.
No.
Retire when you have the money and when you need to do it or when you want to do it.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
the other
an
thing.
Absolute.
Yeah. When you're tired of it, when you don't have the energy, when you just think, I've done it enough, I'm done.
The next one of the 9 is silly. Shop in bulk to save money. Okay, do it or don't do it. Who cares?
No, no. I'm not gonna be that cavalier.
I am.
I will give you a specific
I
example.
bought the TV at Costco, but I only had to get one.
Ah, Costco. So what does your membership run every year?
Oh, I probably
Is it the 65 or whatever it is.
I'm the more expensive one, but
Yeah,
I always every year I get these big checks for like $300 or $400 back.
A couple of years ago, though, we ran the number, how much you had to spend there to make it pay off, and it was about $2,000 a year.
I do that.
I don't. I wasn't.
Easily.
So we finally let ours go. I was like, we're just not going.
I mean, this year, just in 2025, we spent $1,200 on tires, $1,500 on a television.
Helps. Yeah, that helps. Yeah. There you go. You're
just
above
two things.
You're above the Mendoza line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So fair enough.
Yeah. But you're. I mean, it's not for most
they
things.
Point out and
we buy them at the
correct.
grocery store. Regular grocery store.
Things get thrown away. Yeah. Things get thrown away when you go to the grocery store too, which drives me up a tree.
I love cashews, and I have to tell you, the only place to get good cashews.
Oh, they have those huge containers. Yeah, Danielle
and
loves
they're
those.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really good. They're the best. They're truly the best. Although I heard in the news that Costco's getting sued over their tequila not being all agave. Ooh.
Yes.
Well,
I'm going to test that here in an hour to see what I think. So
I was going to go check my tequila, but it's not from Costco.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It's a long drive. For
shopping
liquor.
in bulk, yeah, maybe not.
And
I don't know. It's
going
to change your life. Yeah, I know you don't. So wish we did. But,
This one though, I kind of like because I hate budgets.
Never works.
I really hate it. Follow a strict budget, and they go on to say budgets aren't fun. We don't like them.
I just signed up for an online app that was $65 a year.
And you'll never use it. You'll never do it.
I got in and look, and I'm already, like it says, like I'm $20,000 over or something. Like, what do you mean? Budget? Nah, that never pays off.
The word that really resonates in that is follow a strict budget.
Yeah.
A loose budget is necessary so that you don't run out of money before you get your next paycheck. But strict, nah. 855-935-TALK.
Tom and Don are talking real money. For your real life and real future, Tom and Don are talking real money.
Hey there, welcome back to the program. I'm Don. Tom's somewhere over there. We can't see each other today because we're having a little FaceTime issues.
Yeah. If you work with that software, if you could call me, I'd really appreciate you fixing it.
It's not I can tell you one thing it's not, and you won't believe me, but it is not your computer or your phone. It is that Wi-Fi signal, not your internet, not your internet.
Okay. Touche.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not because you're hardwired for the radio show.
Yes, I am.
It's the Wi-Fi hotspot
It's
thing.
that signal that's...
Yes, that is the problem. And that device, and I know you're not really that good at this stuff, but that is the device you have to restart.
This is the kindest you've ever been over me and my tech issues. Not that
the
good?
Wi-Fi device needs to be restarted is my
I've tried on all.
Have you restarted the Wi-Fi device?
No, because I'd be scared to death to touch anything.
Right,
like
that's what I mean. You're afraid to touch
back in
it,
the
so
Stone
you will
Age
not.
in about 10 minutes.
So anyway,
that would be it.
But the good news is Tom is leaving us in an hour, so it doesn't really matter anyway. He's not going to be here for the end of the show. So what the heck?
Okay.
855-935-TALK is our phone number. If you want to talk money with us, it's really easy. Just pick up the phone, and we're going to go over to the city itself, Seattle, Washington. Barbara, welcome to the program.
Thank you. I know it's not what you're talking about, but this has been bugging me for quite a while, and that is when it comes to leaving grandkids money in your will, or leaving them money. Yeah. When they don't call, when you haven't heard from them in years, and you used to be very close to them, you were very good to them, you were good to them. What do you think? Do you think that would affect? I mean, none of them live in the same area, so that would have no bearing on it. It wouldn't be like they said, "Oh well, Graham left me $5,000, or Graham left me $1 million, or whatever, and she didn't leave me anything." What do you think bearing if anything, it would make to them?
Are you?
Or do you think you have a responsibility?
No. Okay. Wait. That's what I hoped you were asking. You have no responsibility to leave anybody any money.
Okay, then I can leave it to you, right?
No.
Yes.
You should spend it.
Well, Don doesn't want it.
Tom would say
I'll be
that
glad.
because Tom is greedier than I am.
Well, no, because I'm just nice to be a beneficiary for people. I'm happy to step
You just
in
do better beneficiary. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
I'm a much better beneficiary than Don is.
I'll write
No,
you. Yes.
really, your goal should be to live your best life and to leave them whatever little bit is left and leave only to those you really want to leave it to.
Okay, that sounds good. That's the way I've been feeling. Because like I said, years ago it would be different. You couldn't afford to do a phone call because it was expensive from out of the state or out of the country, or you had to write a long letter. Now all you can do is text. Hey. All you can do email is, "Hi, Graham. How are you?"
You can even for no cost whatsoever put your face in front of Graham.
Well, I can't, but you could.
I just can't understand today. And I'm not just the only one. I talk to different people, and it's the same way with them. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. Anyway, thank you for your input.
I have to tell you, it's better than they used to do back in the days when we were hunter-gatherers. When Grandma or Grandpa got too old and couldn't hunt anymore, they just leave them somewhere and let them die. This is a better deal.
Yeah, but that's still kind of heartbreaking. My heart goes out to you, Barbara. I'm sorry to hear that, because I'm close with most of my grandkids, and they mean a lot. And the idea that one day they won't it hurts.
Yeah,
so,
they also live close to you too.
It does.
They
it
do.
Does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe you.
So,
yeah.
But hey, that's all part of life, huh? So,
indeed it is.
And if you have friends and other people in your life that you appreciate and they appreciate you, that's good too. So, Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much,
Okay,
Barbara.
bye-bye.
We appreciate the call. 855-935-TALK is our phone number, 855-935-8255. No parent, no grandparent, no one has any obligation.
No obligation, but I will say this.
What?
I will say this because I've seen it many, many times. With your children, if you leave them different amounts, you almost guarantee a lawsuit.
Yeah,
it happens almost every time.
Yeah, they're going to fight. They're going to fight over it.
They will. And unless you've been explicit up, tell everybody, here's the way it works, here's why it works, everything.
But there again,
that'll be a mess.
That leads me back to the argument that I've had with my spouse And why leave them anything? Give it to charity. I mean, they didn't do anything to earn it. You just gave life to them. That's pretty much it. If they actually do stuff for you, pay them while you're alive. Pay them some money while you're alive. 855-935-TOM.
Tom and Don are talking real money.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Reality radio for a really great future. We're talking real money.
Welcome back to our little get-together that we call Talking Real Money. I am Don McDonald, one of your two hosts. The other one is over there. That's Mr. Thomas Charles Cock, the second. Are you junior or the second?
I am junior.
Junior.
Yeah.
Which is the
I think we could get rid of that now because my dad's been gone for 20 years. I believe I can just be the guy now.
My dad's been gone forever, but I don't use my junior. I haven't used my junior in a long time. I got rid of that.
Okay.
Done.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Anyway, give us a call, 855-935-8255, particularly in the next hour. I see a lot of you are calling this hour. Don't call Tom. Wait until Tom's gone, which he's going to be in the next hour or the next podcast. Get a better answer?
Yeah. Kinder, gentler.
But, hey, the good news, Tom, in this hour, we're going to go to Paris.
France?
Texas. Calvin, welcome to Talking Real Money.
Had me going.
Thank you. So the question is, should I have bonds in in each of our different retirement accounts? My wife has a Roth. I have a Roth and a traditional, and my 401k. I will likely be retiring to maybe just part-time work in about 4 months. Currently, the total amount of bonds is about 25%, but there's no bonds in my wife's or my Roth. So just wondering, as I retire, should I have, bonds in each different account or just leave it in the traditional and the 401k, as those are the taxable accounts, and draw from there? And then as those go away, get bonds into the Roth IRAs.
Yeah, I think the discussion here would be about a thing we call asset location. The reason to own certain things in certain places due to taxation, basically, at the end of the day. And your thinking is exactly right. You want to have the bonds in the qualified accounts, like traditional 401k, traditional IRA, that kind of thing. You want to have stocks, if you can do it, in the Roth, because that grows tax-free. Greater growth, more risk, it's all good. But you may get to the place where, and by the way, I don't know, and I kind of jumped ahead. I mean, the first thing I would do frankly, would be see what kind of risk tolerance I need to take for my portfolio to survive my retirement and my wife's retirement, that kind of thing. Build the right portfolio. And if you have to end up with bonds in the Roth, well, so it goes. But you're right. Having those things, I think you mentioned something about a taxable account too. Did I hear that right?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Sorry. No,
he
okay.
didn't have a taxable account.
Okay. So no, in that case, yeah, then you would want to have the fixed income in those qualified, the traditional stuff, and stocks in the Roth, unless Don has some other magic I don't know about.
I don't. I think that makes perfect sense. Does that work for you?
Okay. So, yeah. So as I deplete the tax deferred accounts, then I still want to be at,
you're going to want to rebalance. You're going to want to keep rebalancing. Yeah. So that you keep your bond percentage based on your risk profile.
Yeah. Just get time for one more question?
Sure, absolutely.
As I start to draw money out, I'm thinking to draw first from the 401k and then to my traditional IRA, and then the Roth.
I don't know why, I got to ask you a question though. Why wouldn't you combine the traditional 401k with your individual retirement account?
Particularly when you retire.
Okay. All right. Well,
I would do that first,
thinking-
and then your thinking is right. You want to, yeah, go ahead.
I was thinking to move, for sure I'll move the Roth part out of the 401k into my Roth.
Yeah, but I'd move the regular.
I would have the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
I would just have
Clean
once
it up.
you've retired, get rid of the 401 completely.
Yep. Clean it up. Have
All
one
right.
pre-tax account, one post-tax account. It's done. It's easy to manage that way.
Yep.
Okay.
We're in agreement.
Sounds good.
Thank
for
you
your
very
help.
much.
By
for
the way,
calling.
we had.
About
Yeah, go ahead.
2 years now, and
Oh, thank you.
I've been listening about 2 years now, and really appreciate your advice. I think in all our personal accounts, we have ETFs for everything. Reducing those costs.
But that's great to hear. By the way, exchange traded funds are a great investment opportunity today. And by the way, we had an amazing visit in Paris last summer. Wonderful.
Wrong
And my
Paris.
wife just
Tom.
remade.
Wrong Paris.
Sorry?
Wrong Paris. Wrong one.
Wrong
one.
Paris,
okay.
I believe.
Paris,
Do
Texas.
they have an
that's
Eiffel
right.
Tower in Paris, Texas?
And then a
I
little
don't
mini
think
one
that's-
or something?
We
Yeah.
sure do.
They do.
Oh,
They
of
do.
course
There
they
you
do.
go.
Big red hat on.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to Paris, Texas, and I'm going to save myself a very, very long trip across the ocean. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Calvin. We
That's
appreciate you. Thanks for being there.
Thank you.
855-935-TALK is our phone number. That's 855-935-8255. I have been to Paris once.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, when
Part of the invasion force right after the war? Or what
no,
was
not
it?
that
Yeah,
old.
okay.
I'm
Oh,
old,
okay.
but I'm
Okay.
not
Okay.
that old.
Just checking.
When I was in high school, the private school I went to save me from my reprobate period of teen life.
Oh, this is going to be better in Paris, is it?
We went
Not
to
following.
Spain for a month. We went to school.
I hate to
in
break it to
Spain.
you. Paris is not in Spain.
Well,
either,
but
by the
then
way,
we
so.
went from Malaga, Spain to Paris,
Malaga,
France,
yes.
and spent a few days in Paris. But
Wow.
I
you.
was grounded when I was in Paris.
Wait, so you went to Paris and you
I
couldn't
could
even
see
do
it out the hotel window.
Oh, good Lord.
But I was
That's
grounded.
So Don McDonald, if there ever was.
I was such a reprobate in high school. I was a bad kid. It's amazing
So in that
I'm
case,
not dead.
no, I'm not going to let you go back. That's it. You had your shot and you
I've
blew
been,
it.
I've
It's
been there
over.
once, and I definitely blew
That's
it.
not going to. Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry. Paris, Texas, as you said, you'll love it. So
Yeah, and it's so much
Go get 'em.
closer.
and way easier.
I don't even know. Where is it in Texas? Do you know?
I don't know. I meant to look it up, but I think you go to Strasbourg and you make a left, if I remember right. But I'm
Wait a
not
minute. That's
positive.
that's
so.
the one. That's the one you went to.
Oh,
That's the one.
okay. Normandy, and you make a right.
That's
No, okay.
that's the one you went to.
All right. I just
Man.
it's just too much.
Is
for me,
is he
apparently.
showing off a little bit?
Oh, a little bit.
A little bit. Oh, I take lots of very expensive trips around the world
I was
because
waiting for that. I was trying to get you set up there for an easy one.
I'm working toward being a billionaire. Nah, he won't make it. He's going to come way short. Give us a call, 855-935-TALK. Be right back.
Tom and Don are talking real money. Your guides to a really great financial future. Tom and Don are talking real money.
Sorry, I'm doing a little tech support for Tom on my texting here.
A little.
Yeah, just
little.
giving a little
Yeah,
tech
okay,
support
yeah.
on text. 'Cause
Just
I
you're
have a radio
great.
show
Just
to do.
call these people. Sure, no problem. I'll call them right now. No sweat.
Not now,
I'm on
but
it.
you need
Oh,
to do
okay.
it later because there's something obviously
Later?
wrong. We've had this problem before. so-
Later Saturday, are they going to be hanging out waiting
They'll
for
be
my
waiting
call
for your
late
call
on a Saturday?
Well,
Okay,
no,
yeah, I'm
because
sure.
you're going away to a
I know,
soccer
but-
game.
I know. And there's always a soccer game, right? But in this case, it's the state quarterfinals. You're going to show up for that one.
Yeah, I'm not going to be there.
Yeah.
No.
I'm aware of that, but you will hear the full and detailed report.
Oh,
on
I'm
Monday
sure I
morning.
will. Hey, our phone number is 855-935-TALK to talk real money on Talking Real Money. Thus the name of the show. Let's go to Seattle again. And Kathy, you're on. Welcome to Talking Real Money.
Hi, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. What's up?
I'm old and confused. How's that?
Me too.
Is there such a thing as I've run out of time to have anything to retire to? I spent my first time on the phone Friday with an investment person. I went to that other people that start with F because I had an old 401k from an ex-employer. And I needed to get it out, I guess, from the ex-employer name and put it into my own name.
Okay.
And I was under the impression I could just start throwing money in it, which I have a little bit that I could move around. But I can't because I'm going to have to start taking it out next year. I believe I'll be 73 next year. So what's the benefit of putting money in something when I'm just going to take it out? And if I want to have an investment account, environment, portfolio, whatever you call it, I'm going to have to open yet another something to have maybe some money to retire from. Bottom line is, at the max, I can probably in the next year or two amass about $500,000. And it's not enough.
Wait, what? Well, that's decent. It's not enough.
It's not.
But it's
not not in Seattle.
I know. You need to move. It's too expensive to live there. No, I'm what? Okay, you got the 401k that you moved to Fidelity, I'm assuming is the F word, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
I didn't move it to them. They already were managing the account for the company that
So you got the 401k
for.
and you're turning that into an IRA? Is that correct?
Well, whatever. I think it's a personal one, right? Where I can put $8,000 a year.
Yeah, that would be an IRA. Yes.
Correct.
Right. But
so what good is to put $8,000 a year in it when I have to start taking it out?
Because you don't have to take it all out.
I don't.
But you're right. You're going to have to start taking some money out. But there's this other kind of account you can establish that doesn't take any extra work. Fidelity can create for you a brokerage account into which you can buy exchange-traded funds, and you just don't get the tax deferral, but you're really not getting any long-term tax deferral on the 401k IRA because you're in the required minimum distribution phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot there. I mean, I guess back to what you said a moment ago, the 500,000. Have you run the number to see how much you need?
No.
Have you run the number? How much do you need to pull out?
We kind of did, and
okay. I'm going to come back. I got to ask you a question, Kathy. This is really important. What is your bare minimum out-of-pocket monthly cost of living? Dollars, not cents, just dollars. Ballpark.
Like a happy life or a stay-at-home life?
A decent.
Okay.
You know what?
Let's do both.
Well, the happy life isn't going to happen because I figured I needed at least $8,000 a month.
Okay, so you're collecting Social Security?
How much is that? How much is Social Security?
I am.
How much?
How much?
I only net $2,400.
You started early.
I did. You know why? Because, may he rest in peace, my husband died suddenly a couple years ago. He never got any of it. And if I hadn't have been taking it when he passed, I'd have been really in trouble. Because he had a business where we had a lot of write-offs. And all of a sudden now I have to pay for everything that was combined into the business we. It was a shock.
All right. We gotta focus. We gotta focus. Gotta focus. You own a house, correct?
Actually, I own a mobile home.
Okay, mobile home.
So you have to pay to live there. That's fine. It doesn't cost them. I'm waiting to sell a condo.
Oh,
I can't get rid of my condo.
Well, no.
How much equity there? Much equity there?
Well, it's $300,000 on the market, but nobody wants to buy it.
Then
you
it's
own
too
anything
high
on it?
That's part of the five.
Then it's too high. Lower the price.
I own it.
Lower the price.
She owns that. Lower the price to $250. Get it done, because I tell you what, if you take the $250 and you add that to the $500.
Yep.
Now we're at $750. You take 5% of that out a year, you're getting closer to that. You're not going to be at $8,000, but you're getting close.
But you're really close.
But get rid of there's no reason to hold on to something if it's not selling. Lower the price, meet the wherever the market is, collect your money, because you need liquidity now.
There is, and by the way, there's no such thing as real estate that doesn't sell. It's real estate that's overpriced. You want too much for it.
Yep. That would be one cleanup. I would then rebuild the portfolio with the idea that you're going to draw out the whatever it's 2,500 minus. I would try for 7,000. That's what 4,500 out of the portfolio. I mean, I don't think you're as far away from living the happy life you proclaim.
Okay, well then you're making me feel better because I didn't feel very happy Friday night about I'm screwed. I'm going to have to work the rest of my life.
You're actually in reasonably good shape. You really are.
But you need to dump the condo, get the money from that, build the right portfolio, and get on with it now.
Yep. We are in total agreement. Thank you so much. We appreciate your call, and we wish you well. 855-935-TALK is our phone number, 855-935-8255. We'll be right back.
Tom and Don are talking real money.
Hi, Don McDonald here. So, what's your plan for retirement? No, really. What's the actual plan? Because hoping the market goes up, stockpiling random investments, and praying your gut instincts are smarter than Wall Street is not a plan. It's a guess. And when the market gets bumpy, and it always does, guessing leads to second guessing. And second guessing leads to panicking. That's why you need more than a portfolio. You need a purpose, a strategy, a real financial plan built just for you by a 100% fiduciary advisor who's legally obligated to act in your best interest. Imagine that. Start your plan today with a free, no-pressure meeting at TalkingRealMoney.com or call 800-386-3004. That's TalkingRealMoney.com, because your future deserves more than crossed fingers and wishful thinking. By the way, no sales pitch, no obligation, just smart help for real people who want to stop guessing and start planning. Appella is an SEC-registered investment advisor. See AppellaWealth.com or the firm's Form ADV for more details.
For your real life and real future, Tom and Don are talking real money.
Well, I ran some numbers during the break, and
This for Kathy.
For Kathy,
yeah.
And if she built a portfolio and then generated 5 flexible, she's
5,000 on the 750.
Yeah, 5%. It would be about her total income.
750.
750
would be more than
no.
That'd be 37,500 a year plus the 20.
But she needs
plus the 330. She's pretty close.
No, because that is
2,400 a month for the
and
for the Social
and then
Security.
3,100 a month from the portfolio. That's 5,000. It's less than 5,000.
I'm trying to run the number here.
Yeah,
on the fly,
do 37,500, and
yep, I got that.
That's 3,100.
And then what do you got? Social Security at what?
It actually comes out to $4,500 a month.
But okay, here's the thing. Yes, you're correct, but she's 73, so she could be even a little more aggressive.
Actually, I ran another number. I went and looked at immediate annuity quotes. A $750,000 payment into an immediate annuity would generate about $5,600 a month for a 73-year-old female.
So you add that to the 20,
and she's at 8,000.
You're right there. Yeah, you're right there. There you go. Yeah. Wow, that's good.
Yeah, but see, the reason it works is because the immediate annuity is basically paying her back her principal too.
Well, and they know that the expectation is she'll be gone in 15 years,
right,
or less.
And it's not often, but we do say occasionally. Immediate annuities make sense, particularly for someone who needs some certainty in their life. And this would give Kathy that 8,000 or darn close, right? Close. Well, right at it. Right at it. Now, I mean, she's going to have to pay some taxes, but she's not in a high bracket. She's not in a high bracket. But this might be a case where she wants to look at a no-load immediate annuity, not through a commissioned salesperson.
You can find them online, Yeah.
Sure. Because that would get her where she needs to be. And again, I'm not a big fan, but it's there's too much angst involved in any other scenario that I can imagine. I could hear it. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I think that may be the way to go. I really do. Well, we're wrapping up another hour here of Talking Real Money. Just a couple of quick things to share with you. One, in the next hour or tomorrow's show, Tom is ditching us all after 10 minutes on the air, literally, 10 minutes of showtime. He's ditching us all.
Slings and arrows.
So
fire
all those calls,
fire 'em.
Just save them for a while. For Dawn being alone. I know. I
Here's
can
a
hear
violin.
the little
Can you hear
violin
it?
playing. Yes,
Playing
it's a sad song.
Softly.
If you need some help, you're looking for a little help from an advisor. I know you think, here's the sales
There's
pitch.
a come
Here it
on.
comes. Right. No, we literally provide free help for people. pro bono stuff. As a matter of fact, it was really interesting. We had a meeting, and one of the advisors said, yeah, for my CFP, I need to do pro bono work.
There you
So
go.
it turns out that CFPs are supposed to work for people for free, and that's what we do. If you want some free help, we're not going to manage your money for life for free. That's dumb. But we will help you. All you have to do is go to talkingrealmoney.com and then click on Meet an Advisor. You can even talk to Tom if he's in. He's probably going to be out, but he's, could be
make
in.
an exception one day.
He
Show
might
up,
make an
sure.
exception. And if you have questions for us and you can't call them in at 855-935-TALK, well, go to talkingrealmoney.com and click on the contact button and send those questions in.
The opinions and views expressed on this podcast were current on the date recorded. Opinions, estimates, forecasts, and statements of financial market trends that are based on current market conditions constitute our judgment and are subject to change without notice, including any forward-looking estimates or statements which are based on certain expectations and assumptions.
Although information and opinions given have been obtained from or based on sources believed to be reliable, no warranty or representation is made as to their correctness, completeness, or accuracy.
Information presented on the podcast is not personalized investment advice from Appella Wealth. The views and strategies described may not be suitable for everyone. This podcast does not identify all the risks, direct or indirect, or other considerations which might be material to you when entering any financial transaction. Past performance does not guarantee future results, and profitable results cannot be guaranteed. We hope you realize that the information provided on Talking Real Money is for informational, educational, and hopefully enjoyable purposes only. The podcast is not trying to get you to buy or sell any financial products or securities. Instead, the program is provided as a public service by Appella Wealth, a fee-only registered investment advisor.
Please see Appella Wealth's ADV Part 2A on our website for information regarding Appella's fees and services.
Appella Capital, LLC, DBA Appella Wealth, is an investment advisory firm registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The firm only transacts business in the states where it is properly registered or excluded or exempt from registration requirements. Registration with the SEC or any state securities authority does not imply a certain level of skill or training. Appella does not provide tax or legal advice, and nothing either stated or implied here should be inferred as providing such advice. Thanks for listening, and please visit talkingrealmoney.com for more information and important disclosure related to performance of any specific index or fund quoted in this podcast. I think I need a nap.